Hello.
Hello. That's a fun trek. And there's lava falling down that hill.
Sounds like an idea to me, especially if we run into any rubber trees, you can actually use the raw rubber to make torches without needing to worry about coal.
Cool.
Yeah, these mod authors can really put in some interesting stuff. I mean, Ender.io is going through a complete overhaul. Mekanism, well, we saw what just happened to Mekanism. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit of... Whoa.
No. Come on, you server.
Well, got me a sapling.
I got one too. And some wood. And I can't reach that one. Oh, yeah.
Well, if it's not chunk loaded, it shouldn't be doing anything.
Decided to unplug it. Yeah. So, can you imagine how much mana I would have if that chunk was loaded and we came back?
Yeah, they
all
would
the
definitely
pools
be
would
full.
be full.
Oh, by
I would
the
have
way,
to make all the rings.
yeah,
Yes?
Kate, there was an update recently to Botania that you might really like.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, apparently now what you can do is when you make an item in the Petal Apothecary, if you have the stuff for the next one in your inventory and it has water in it, you just right-click it with an empty hand and it'll remake the same thing. You don't have to dump everything in over and over again.
Cool. That is neat. I'll have to play with that eventually.
Getting into a bit of warp? Yep, by the way, did you know that you can craft your Thaumanomicon with some paper and I believe a book and quill to make something similar to all of your research that you can hand to someone else that they can use?
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't get into Thaumcraft this time. Too many flowers. Yeah, every once in a while, I just like my heart would start pounding in my ears. I'm like, what is going on?
Interesting. I'm going to see if I can't find any gravel nearby to make myself flint tool for a little bit better
There's some
durability.
just over here.
Yeah, the Tinker's armor, the Traveler's armor from Tinker's Construct, look it up because it is actually amazingly useful because you can augment them with combines like, say, the legs. You can combine with some chicken feathers, an ender pearl, and I believe a slime block, and it gives you slow fall and immunity to fall damage.
It's a beach.
It's a
On a
beach and a
forest.
pretty steep cliff on the, yeah, those are actually jade cliffs, so yeah, those go way up. I think there's like a heathland over on the other side where there's some liquid poison, so you got to be careful. Oh yeah, I think I see that on the edge of my map. Yeah, good call. It's apparently a very small mesa.
What do we need for food?
Yes.
I have 1 egg. Should I start beating up on cows?
We really kind of need to, well, leather is going to be really useful for the backpacks mod. I noticed y'all didn't use those much, but they can really, really help. There is also a crafting backpack where you can do crafting on the fly. Well, yeah, that's one of the problems with the mod pack is you got so many mods in there. Yeah, the wireless charger is really, really nice once you get it to going, but you're going to need a slice and splice and an Enderman head for that, so. Awesome. I'm going up the hill, and hello, creeper. I'm going the other way now, and looking for, like, you know, any kind of gardens that might be around that we might be able to grab.
There's, yeah, I've grabbed an herb garden, and there's some stock gardens over here, and I'm punching chickens in the face.
Okay. Also, if you right-click a garden, you can actually take the garden block itself instead of having to break it and getting the bits. Yeah.
That was much more helpful.
And gardens also are able to, when you grab a garden, you can actually plant it and it will have a chance of growing slowly.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, plants of note that we really, really would like to get is going to be, let's see, we're definitely going to want soybeans. We get that. We're a long way towards solving our food problem. Let's see, from the leafy gardens, lettuce, so that we can get the delighted meals.
Oops.
Which? Ow, 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 I'm dead. I'm at 1 heart. And I got a witch chasing me, so I'm going to kind of make a noble sacrifice and run somewhere not here so I don't train the witch on you. That's probably the one chasing me. No, I'm off on the island. I've got about a half a stack of wood on me. No, she's chasing me still. Whoa, hello, no. running. Incoming witch.
Alrighty.
Okay, I got a piece of flint if somebody wants to make a flint pickaxe.
Whoa! Scary. Alright, well, I've got a little bit of meat I can cook up and some leather. 2 gardens and some seeds.
Yeah, I've got some stencils in the stencil table now. I'm just getting all of these stencils right now so we can get our building materials taken care of.
Yes.
Especially if our unpleasant visitor decides to stick around.
Hey. I tried to put a chest down.
Cobblestone makes a viable pickaxe head, so repair your thing and you can make a cobblestone. It's not worthless, it's not the best, but it's probably pretty decent for now. Iguana Tweaks is the one, and I kind of didn't go hardcore on the tools, but you can go ahead and repair them in your inventory now.
Okay. So, I'm getting a touch on the hungry side. I need some cobble to make furnace, or something more useful for cooking meat. Yeah. Okay.
Either furnace or pan, but yeah, furnace would work just as well. Right now, what I'm doing is making a mattock. Axe pick hoe. No, axe shovel hoe. Actually, it's axe hoe and it can do dirt as a shovel, but not anything else that requires a shovel. That was kind of the plan, man. I also got a potato seed.
I got a whole bunch of seeds in this big box over here. I got potato seeds and carrot seeds.
Excellent. This can actually help us get started. Then once we get daylight, we can start going out and doing just your basic crops. By the way, are you played around a little bit with AgriCraft, right? Yeah, and more specifically, the yield of basic crops have been nerfed to 1 yield period. And so that will kind of be really important if we want to not starve. Also, I think we have a customer outside. He says that he's most definitely not interested in our brains.
And a sheep.
I don't know. I didn't poke my head out. It does definitely affect your hunger. It makes your hunger run faster, and oh, you're doing stairs. Yeah, I just realized I don't have any torches, and so it doesn't really do a whole lot of good to mine when, you know, you start. More stairs it is.
No what? Haha.
I have more staircases. Oh dear.
Well, that's exciting.
I'm staircasing behind you.
I think someone is
I
sneaking
see
into our
him.
room. I will be back in a moment.
Watch it, that's glowstone armor. Yeah, glowstone armor is actually one of the most protective armors in the game. It just has durability of old school gold armor. Aluminum is necessary to be able to get into smelting, so that would not necessarily cause me to have a bad day. Yep, we need aluminum brass for the molds, and let's see, has anyone peeked out lately? Okay, dawn has broke, and there are plenty of people swimming out in the bay, so be careful. I don't think there's anyone in our immediate vicinity, so I'm going to try and sneak out and get some stuff taken care of.
I am back.
Hey, Kate, you want the Matic?
Sure. All right, what am I doing with the Matic?
Well, planting taters, and you can use the crop sticks to start off with.
No, I haven't.
4 sticks in a square makes a crop. Plant the crop sticks on the tilled dirt like you would a plant, and then plant the plant on it. That way you just right-click it, and it doesn't go away. It just just goes down to the lower growth level.
Okay.
And then you can do the crossbreeding from there.
Yep.
I'm going to grab some more gravel, make some flint swords. Those are probably going to do us better than cobblestone that has stone bound that actually reduces the damage it does. Ooh, hey, cacti. Cacti actually makes pretty decent swords. Yes, that is correct. And they also do decent damage. And we also have some quicksand that can be used to make a mob trap.
I need to flatten something out to plant stuff on. That island is all sand. I'm just gonna flatten out part of this hill and replace some of the sand on it. Yeah, there's 1 steak. 2 steaks. There's a little bit of steak.
Yeah, I'm getting kind of hungry myself. I'm collecting some of this quicksand real quick. I've got an idea for a very primitive mob trap. None that I could find. I was kind of hoping to avoid doing that, although we do need some leather kind of early game-ish, but...
We've got 2 things of leather right now.
Yeah, but a backpack is 8 leather, and then a crafting thing around it, and now I am officially starving, so I'd better eat at least something. Yep, I've got 16 gravel on me right now. I will go swimming and see if I can't find some. In the meantime, I have some cactus. Now we could go ahead and plant this nearby and start a cactus farm, or we could just make some swords for us. Okay, making some cactus sword blades, which has an attack rating of 1 heart, which is pretty much the best we can get before we start getting into things like steel. Now then, what kind of weapons do we want? Do we want longswords, rapiers, what? Agreed. Thank you, Mekanism. So that's what, the handguard? Oh, right, the crossbar.
Back in a minute.
Well, I was trying to click on it, and the two of us were operating it at the same time, but that's okay. Okay, I now have a cactus bladed sword. It actually does 3 damage for a rapier, which is not actually bad for a starter weapon. Let's see. Is there... Yeah, now is there any sugarcane nearby for to make paper for to crossguard? Then I shall try and go and acquire some and plant some along the coast. Heading there now. Yeah, I see him. Yeah, those hurt. And hey, we have clay. By the way, the orange over here is orange stained clay. That does count as clay for purposes of making grout. Well,
Okay.
maybe not. Let me do some any-eyeing. Well, I don't see any way to change it back, so looks like I'm kind of SOL there. Oh well, I'll keep looking.
Okay, so you were saying about the gardens. If I plant them, what do we have a chance of happening? Okay. Okay, do I have to like tilt the soil or anything, or just... Okay, well then I will put a bunch of them over here and we'll see what happens.
It's a shame we couldn't look out into an orchard biome. That would have been really, really handy.
Yeah. Okay,
Well,
I'm gonna go...
some... Sorry.
No, I was just saying I'm gonna go up into the forest behind our place and look for more seeds and food items.
Yeah, watch yourself going back there. There's places that are dark enough to generate mobs back there.
Dokie.
Oh, there's another Choco dungeon over here. A second one right behind that first one. Yeah, that one looks like a smaller one, but if I remember correctly, this one looks like the one that's got a bunch of melee mobs in there, and it's kind of a internal castle thing.
I'm okay.
Desert
Not upset
Gardens
about
only,
that.
I believe, have the cactus. I don't think they ever grow anything else.
They're fine.
And you can grow cactus on just bare sand. You don't need anything else.
Yeah.
And they can be turned into juice. Yep, I'm heading back. I'm also starving again. Oh, geez, you've got fluxfluenza.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not nice. Yeah. Well, I've got 16 gravel. That's enough to get us 32 seared brick. That's not enough to build anything yet. Yeah, but even a 2x2 is going to require more than that, because remember, it requires 4 of those little bricks to make a brick block. I do, however, want to smelt up some cobble into smooth stone.
There's some in the. I just cooked some more meat in the thing over here.
Actually, oh shoot. The problem is the cooked meat really doesn't do a whole lot for us anymore.
No, it doesn't. But that's what I've got right at this exact moment.
Well, bread, but that's going to be a little bit inconvenient because toast is really good.
I've got some more wheat seeds, so.
Okay.